I'm April with All Things Beautiful, and if you watched my video last week, I did mention in the description box below how this week would be different and I'd be doing something that was not makeup related. So I'm excited today to be bringing this to you and showing you what it is, and it's new for me. So I'm a little nervous about it, but very hopeful that these things are going to do always what I set out for them to do, and that is to make me and you look and feel absolutely beautiful at a very affordable price. So with that being said, I want to dive right in and get started with what I'm actually going to be using tonight. I am videoing this at night. It is, I don't know, it's about 9:30 or 10 o'clock at night, but these things I wanted to wait and do with you at the end of the day today. My face has been cleaned. I've gotten out of the shower, and I didn't put anything on my face because I want to share with you a face product that I have purchased and am going to try in an attempt to get rid of fine lines, wrinkles, and help with collagen production and the look of these acne scars to actually go away or appear smaller in size along with my pores. So let's get started. I went on Amazon and I purchased this. I'll have it listed below in the link, but I believe this was somewhere between $15 and $25. I can't remember exactly how much, but this is the Alphaluxy London Titanium Microneedle Derma Roller. It is FDA approved, okay, and it came with a lot of really good reviews. I've been reading up on this. I've been watching some YouTube videos on this over, I don't know, probably the last month or so, or longer actually, and trying to decide if this is something that I wanted to dive off in and try. But, and I've kind of been on the fence about it, but after watching multiple videos and how-tos and reading reviews and such as that, I thought that I would give it a try and just see. So I'm going to post some pictures of my face, how it looks today, up close and personal, and I am going to do this with you. I'm going to try this product with you, and then I'm just going to continue to try it as, you know, I have heard suggestions and I'm going to read about on this brand, I hope, but I'm anxious to see what this will do for my skin over a period of time. And I want to give it, you know, 6 to 8 weeks, just like I have all other products, to see how well it works. And then I'll come back at the end of that time frame allotted, and we will do a revisit and see where I am at that point versus where I started at today. So let's read about this. It says directions of use. Step 1, sterilize and disinfect your derma roller before every treatment. Soak it for 5 to 8 minutes with 75% alcohol. Do not use steam and high temperature sterilization methods. So I have done that. I put some alcohol in this cup and I've let the derma roller sit. It says rinse and clean the treatment area with soap and hot water. Do not treat on areas of skin with active acne. So I don't have that issue. This is clean, dry. There's nothing on my skin. I'm a little shiny, but that's just my natural oils. Okay, step 3, gently roll backwards and forwards across your skin 4 to 8 times in a horizontal, vertical, and diagonal pattern, keeping the speed and pressure uniform. Redness on skin normally occurs. Step 4, apply your favorite topical skincare serum or cream to help nourish and rejuvenate your skin. Your products will absorb into your skin 10 times better after microneedling. I am interested to see that happen because I've been using some products, as you know, that I think work great. So I'm interested to see how this kind of amps that up. Step 5, disinfect the roller before placing back in the storage case. And It came with paper instructions as well. The same thing. It's got instructions on here if you're trying to do hair regrowth treatment or beard growth treatment too. And then this is the little plastic case that it came in. So let's try this out. I'm just going to rinse that alcohol off of the DermaRoller. And then this is what the DermaRoller looks like. This is the little needles. And they are teeny tiny. I don't know if that will focus. Enough that you can see that. But they're super tiny. And then it's got the handle. So let's see how this works. All right, here goes. So, let's start right here. Okay. It really feels like someone, it's not unbearable, but it's not the most comfortable feeling either. And you can tell like it's making me super red, but it does feel like a bunch of little prickly needles sticking you. Okay. And I'm trying to do as it suggests and apply the same amount of firmness. You can get these in different millimeters, but they really recommend no greater than 0.05. Is it 0.05 or 0.5? 0.5 millimeters length on these microneedles for the face. And most recommend a 0.25, but because I have such deep pitted acne scars, I decided to go with a longer one. So I made sure that it would reach down into those pits and then try to boost the collagen growth. You do not want to go any longer on the length of the needle than 0.5 for your face, and that's because you can do more damage than good with this if you're not careful and know what you're doing. Oh, that's tender. It's not unbearable, but it is tender. Okay. I'm gonna go right through there and up on my nose. Okay, so I just want to go back over these areas, and it is making me super red, but I would expect that. So go this way, this way. I'm hoping that this is going to give me the oomph that I need to really start producing this collagen growth. But if you get the needles too long and you have an issue with, I'm not going to go up near my eye, but I am going to go right up to that bone right there. It can cause overgrowth of scar tissue, so if you already have an issue with that, and I do, I want to make sure that I don't do more damage than good, because, you know, I don't want to make the situation worse. So my face is red and it is stinging a little bit, to be completely honest with you, but I did just stick a whole bunch of needles in my face. I'm just going to tell you how many needles this has on it. 540 needles. The needle length is 0.5 millimeters. This is medical grade titanium, UV gamma sterilized, FDA approved, ISO and CE certified, and not tested on animals. So the benefits of this says it is to remove acne scars and hyperpigmentation, reduce pore sizes, reduce wrinkles, and prevent skin aging, promote radiant and smooth skin, promote thicker and fuller beard growth in men. Let's hope it stays at men. Combat receding hairline and help regrow hair, help the hair follicle develop and regenerate, remove dark circles, increase the absorption of serum and creams by up to 500%. So, again, I'm anxious to see like what this looks like when I've used it for several weeks. I mean, you can see like fine lines here, scarring here. Of course, I have a fine line there and here. And then here's some pitting scars and fine lines, because I do sleep on my side, so I sleep like that. And then I have crease here because I talk or sing too much, one or the other. I'm gonna go right over these nasolabial folds. All right, and so I'm gonna put this back inside my alcohol to let it clean it. So, back in there. And then I'll put on my night creams and serums and moisturizer in just a few minutes. I kind of want that to settle down just a little bit before I put that on there. So we're going to move right on to the next thing that I got, and it is that time of year to start thinking about tanning and making our skin look like it's bronzed and glowing. And so I started, I don't know, a year or two wearing Sunless tanners, and went through several different kinds, tried a whole bunch, found some I loved, some I hated, and I wanted to try something new this year, and I want you to try it out with me. I'm going to show you how I apply this, and I'm going to apply it on my legs for you to see. And then we'll just see how it wears. We'll see how it turns out, what color it turns out, how long it wears, and things of that nature. But this came with a whole lot of reviews off Amazon. I paid somewhere around the margin of $25 for this. This is Skinerals Natural Skin Science Californium Sunless Bronzer. And it looks like this. Okay. This is in an 8-ounce bottle. Nut and oil-free blend. Safe alternative for glowing skin. It says best if used within 4 months of purchase, refrigerate for extended shelf life. And I've never ever heard of a sunless tanner saying to refrigerate, so I'm anxious to see how well that works. How to use for best application results: apply with hand cloth or Skinerals application mitt. Shake before each use. Apply to clean exfoliated skin, 1 to 2 ounces per application. Allow to dry thoroughly before dressing. Avoid contact with water for at least 4 hours. Shower after 8 to 12 for a beautiful bronze skin finish. You may see a small amount of color in water when bathing, but your tan will remain. Use lightly on hands, feet, joints. Application every 5 to 7 days is recommended. If itching or irritation occurs, apply Skinerals Soothing Sapphire Ingrown Hair Prevention to area. It says this self-tanning formula has a short shelf life of anywhere from 3 to 4 months from the date of purchase due to DHA and should be used or discarded within that time frame. This is vegan, paraben-free, gluten-free, and cruelty-free. So we're going to try that out and see how it works. I have a mitt. This is clean, but it's a mitt that I've had for a long time. I didn't go purchase a new one, but this is clean, and so let's get started with seeing how this looks on our legs. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so let's get started with this. I'm going to shake this up, and I do have on shorts, but let's roll them up. And then what I like to do with these, and I love the foam and the pump style, but we're just gonna squirt this right there, and that's 1 squirt. Let me switch hands. Okay, and I'm just going to apply. I did shower and exfoliate. And so you could see the color that it has. It's got a color guide, I'm assuming, so that you can see where you put that on. And I just go in circular motions, making sure that it is into the skin really good. And then we're just gonna go with another pump, and I always try to remember how much that I have used in each area so that I apply the same amount. And then we're just going to go on the inside of my leg. And this isn't just, and I think I got the medium to dark coverage as well. And now that my mitt is a little dry, that's when I like to take it and go over my knee area and my ankles and feet, because those areas you should exfoliate really good before you start doing these self-tanners. Otherwise, it will cake up on there. And then I just lightly rub over my toes. Okay. And then let's just do that lower leg. So 1 pump and circle motions. It smells kind of like a tanning lotion, kind of that coconutty type smell. And you can see some difference there already. Okay. So I can't wait to see how this develops with time. And I'll show you what that looks like after it's done that. So some difference already. Alright guys, I'm going to finish this up and I will post pictures of what it looks like after it's developed. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, so today is Wednesday. I'm actually going to post this video as soon as I get through recording this, but I just wanted to stop in for a second, let you know how the self tanner worked and my thoughts on that. And so it says it needs to be used like once every 5 to 7 days to keep the tan. And I don't know, like we'll try it out and see, but most self tanners don't last that long, even though they claim to. So I'm kind of interested to see how long this does, especially as much as I exfoliate. And I really, you know, I'm on the fence with whether or not I feel like they should exfoliate. I mean, they should last some through exfoliation. And I'm not talking about like vigorous head to toe, but I have had some that every time I got in the shower, it washed straight away. And I don't want to spend, you know, $25 to $40 on a self tanner that's going to wash off with every shower, because there's days that I shower twice a day. So I really, you know, I'm looking for something that is a little more sustainable than that. So 5 to 7 days I think would be a good length of time for a self tanner to stay on. One thing that I found with this tanner is that I really applied it. I applied it just like I do all the other self tanners I've ever used before, and it did have that like color index so that you could tell where you were, color index, that's probably not the correct word, but you know what I'm saying. So you can tell where you had applied it and could go and apply in a different area each time that you did a pump. So I did it, I applied it just like I do all my other self tanners before. I used a mitt like I had used before. And today, when I woke up this morning, I could really see like how the tan had developed. And I don't know, it's okay, but it is not something that I'm gonna keep. It's not something that I plan to use again. I think that it did okay to give me a touch of color, but all in all, when I looked at the important parts, things that people are gonna notice the most, it had a orange tint to it, and I just can't, I can't do that. I did not feel like it gave me that effect on my like stomach area, and I'm sorry, this lighting is terrible, but I'm in my kitchen. But like I didn't feel like I had too much of an orange effect on my legs and stomach, and really more so like my stomach area and even my arms, but my hands and around my wrists, of course, where if you don't rub in very good, you will see that show up the most. I am able just to see it. It's not horrible. I am really cautious about going lightly over those areas, my elbows, my knees, and my hands, those places that, you know, have dry skin a lot. And, you know, I have like, you know, knuckles and just areas where the skin is gathered more, I guess you could say, than other areas. But I'm just gonna show you in like some of this lighting in my kitchen. It's just really hard to tell, and so I'm gonna do the best I can with that. And so let me, I'm gonna like flip this around and I'm gonna show you what it looks like, my hands underneath the light at my, Lord have mercy, these lights are blinded, but I'm going to show you. Jace, hush. They're in trouble for fighting, so they've had to go to separate rooms, and they cannot stand that. So I have one that's just throwing a fit. But anyway, I'll turn this around so you can see what my hands look like under the lights of like my cabinet, under cabinet lighting. I think that'll show the best. And then I'll show you my legs, and we'll just hope that we can see that pretty good. So hold on a second. Okay, so this is my hands, and like you can see like that orange hue just like around my knuckles and kind of like towards the insides of my fingers. And you know, mind you, like I've washed my hands a few times today already and really scrubbed because I can't stand that. Let me pull my sleeve up. Okay, so I mean it gave a little bit of a good color there, and then you can see I kind of look a little dirty around the wrist area. But again, like it's not terrible. It's just the one that I used last year was better. Let's see what the legs look like. Let me try to get somewhere where y'all, never mind my dirty house, but and never mind the kid that you can hear screaming in the background. He's not being abused. He's just being punished by being made to go to his room for a little while. But anyway, so, I mean, you can tell like there's, you know, my foot's a lot lighter here. My toes are a lot lighter. There, looks like I missed a place. And I just didn't get that good at all. Or it doesn't look like I did. And there. So, I don't know. It's just not my favorite, and I don't plan on keeping this and using it again. For sure. So, I will be sending that back and try something else. But I just don't like anything with that orange hue. Now, you know, I did go to bed last night, and I sat up with it on for about an hour to let it kind of soak in. But I did have to go to bed, so some of that, my feet especially, may have rubbed off because I sleep with my feet intertwined with my husband's. But yeah, that, I can't handle that. But anyway, so there's my review on the self-tanner. All right, so if you have anything that you suggest, any, let me turn this around. Yeah, so if you have any self-tanners that you suggest, let me know. I really have not had a whole lot of luck finding anything that doesn't do this exact same thing from a drugstore perspective. I've tried a lot of like Jergens that, like, you know, is buildable or whatever, and lotions, Natural Glow or whatever it's called, and really, in all honesty, like, it still gives me that orangish kind of appearance, and I just hate that. I think it's always a telltale sign that you use a self-tanner, and that's not what I'm going for at all. So yeah, let me know what you think about it. But today, here's my face after I did the Derma roller, and I didn't wear any makeup today. Applied my products after I used that last night, and I still think that I'm like dealing with a little bit of redness from it, but I do plan to use that once every 2 weeks and see how that goes for several weeks. I'm really not sure that you're supposed to use it more frequently than that, but I'll let you know in a couple of weeks you know, how things have been going and how things look at that time. So thank you for watching. Again, y'all subscribe if you haven't already. You do have to create an account, but if you set your profile to private, like I can't see who you are, I can't tell any details about you, but you know, you do have to create an account to subscribe, and I really, you know, wish that you would do that. And hit the thumbs up if you like this video. It's something different than makeup. Let me know if this is something that you want to see again, or if there's any other products that are not makeup or skincare related that you want to see this specifically like for the face. I would be more than happy to go over those things with you and review them for you. Hit the bell so that you're notified every week whenever I post a video. And give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I would greatly appreciate that. So I will list these things, these 2 products that I've used down below. If you want to comment or have questions, you can always find me on Instagram at All Things Beautiful by April. So I look forward to hearing from y'all, and I can't wait to do the next video. See you later. Bye.